If you're over 60, your heart deserves more than just movement. It deserves the right kind of care. In this video, we'll reveal 5 common exercises that could be silently damaging your heart. You might think you're doing the right thing by staying active, but not all workouts are created equal for aging bodies. As a cardiologist, I've seen firsthand how the wrong routine can lead to unexpected health risks. Stay with me, and I'll show you exactly what to avoid and what to do instead to keep your heart safe, strong, and steady. Exercise 1. High-intensity interval training, HIIT, and overexertion. High-intensity interval training, commonly known as HIIT, has become a fitness trend praised for its efficiency and intensity. However, what many seniors don't realize is that this very intensity can be harmful to an aging heart. After the age of 60, the cardiovascular system becomes less resilient, and the sudden spikes in exertion demanded by HIIT can create dangerous stress on the heart. These workouts, which involve bursts of intense movement, followed by short rests, may seem energizing but often place hidden strain on an already vulnerable system. It's a silent risk that builds up with every session. Aging hearts often carry underlying conditions, like high blood pressure, arrhythmias, or arterial stiffness, that may not cause symptoms right away. But when pushed through rapid exertion and breathless states, the heart is forced to pump faster than it can safely handle. Seniors may interpret the resulting fatigue, dizziness, or shortness of breath as signs of aging, not recognizing the warning signs of cardiovascular strain. What appears to be just a tough workout could actually be triggering a hidden crisis. This misunderstanding is more common than you might think. The tragic irony is that many seniors adopt HIIT routines in good faith, hoping to stay healthy, independent, or youthful. They believe pushing harder means living longer, but without adjusting intensity to match their heart's capacity, they risk doing the opposite. I've seen too many well-meaning patients in my clinic who ended up in emergency rooms or with new heart diagnoses after what they thought was a productive workout. The damage isn't always immediate. It accumulates slowly and quietly over time. That's why it's critical to rethink what fitness means in your 60s and beyond. True strength at this stage of life is not about intensity, but about sustainability. Gentle, consistent activity supports the heart without overwhelming it. Walking, Tai Chi, and light swimming allow the body to move, breathe, and circulate blood without shock or sudden stress. These exercises might not trend on social media, but they preserve longevity and protect what matters most: your heart. In the end, consistency beats intensity. Your goal should never be to keep up with younger people or replicate workouts designed for 20-year-olds. Aging gracefully means listening to your body and honoring the changes it's gone through. It means accepting that what once worked may no longer serve you. Your heart has carried you through decades. It deserves to be treated with care, not pressure. So if you're over 60, reconsider the workouts that leave you breathless and drained. Choose movement that heals rather than harms. Exercise 2. Core crunches and heavy lifting. Strength training is often seen as a cornerstone of healthy aging, and rightly so. Maintaining muscle mass supports balance, mobility, and independence. But not all strength exercises are safe for aging bodies. Core crunches, sit-ups, and heavy lifting may seem like simple routines, but they create intense internal pressure that can strain the heart. When you contract your abdominal muscles or lift heavy weights, you generate spikes in intra-abdominal and thoracic pressure that radiate inward. This pressure affects not just your muscles, but your cardiovascular system as well. In seniors, the circulatory system is often less elastic and more prone to damage. When a person over 60 strains during a lift or core contraction, that surge in pressure pushes against arteries that may already be stiffened or lined with plaque. The heart has to work harder to compensate, pumping faster and under greater resistance. This sudden demand can trigger a cascade of issues: fainting, arrhythmias, chest pain, or even heart attacks. And often, it's not during the workout that the symptoms appear, but hours later, when it's too late to intervene. Many older adults are unaware of this risk because these exercises have been normalized as part of getting stronger. They follow advice meant for younger bodies or outdated fitness goals, not realizing that their heart now has different needs. I've seen patients pass out during reps, experience irregular heartbeats post-session, or suffer intense fatigue after seemingly routine sets. The problem wasn't laziness or weakness, it was using the wrong method for the right goal. They wanted to improve their health, but ended up compromising it. That's why strength training for seniors needs to be reimagined with caution and awareness. There are safer alternatives that still build strength without the same cardiovascular toll. Resistance bands, bodyweight movements, and slow, controlled repetitions can activate muscles without shocking the system. Even better, these forms of exercise reduce the likelihood of injury and allow for greater focus on breath and posture. Working with a trainer who understands cardiac limits can also make all the difference. You don't have to stop building strength as you age, you just have to stop straining for it. The heart is an organ of rhythm, not brute force. It responds best to consistent, gentle support rather than sudden pressure. Choose movements that invite resilience rather than resistance. Listen to your breath, protect your core, and treat every lift as a chance to support your heart, not challenge it. The goal isn't just physical fitness, it's long-term vitality. Exercise 3. Exercising in extreme temperatures. Exercise is essential at any age, but for seniors, the environment where exercise happens can be just as important as the activity itself. As we age, the body's ability to regulate internal temperature becomes less efficient. That means your heart has to work harder during both hot and cold weather. In cold conditions, blood vessels constrict to preserve body heat, which naturally raises blood pressure, dangerous for anyone already dealing with hypertension or arterial plaque. In heat, blood vessels dilate, the heart beats faster, and dehydration sets in quicker than most expect. These changes force the heart into overdrive, not because of the exercise, but because of the body's struggle to maintain balance. I've seen countless older patients collapse during summer walks or complain of shortness of breath during chilly morning strolls. They weren't unfit, they were unaware. For aging hearts, even small shifts in temperature can create massive cardiovascular stress. The danger isn't in the intensity of the workout, but in the body's inability to adapt quickly, and most seniors have no idea their environment is working against them. The tragedy is that many people try to stay active out of discipline and dedication. They don't want to skip a workout, even when the weather is clearly hostile. But when your heart is already managing age-related limitations, the added strain from temperature extremes can be the tipping point. What starts as a light jog or walk can end in a trip to the hospital if warning signs, like lightheadedness, chest tightness, or irregular heartbeat, go ignored. Your heart isn't weak, it's just more sensitive now, and that's not a flaw, it's biology. That's why creating a safe exercise environment is non-negotiable after 60. Opt for indoor workouts in temperature-controlled settings when possible. If you must exercise outdoors, choose mild times of day, early morning or late afternoon, and always dress appropriately in breathable layers for heat or insulating gear for cold. Hydration should be a top priority, and it's smart to keep water with you at all times. These aren't just comfort tips, they're survival strategies for your heart. Remember, the goal of fitness isn't to prove toughness, but to support your body gently and wisely. No medal or milestone is worth the price of a cardiac episode. The strongest thing you can do is listen to your body and adapt your routines to its changing needs. Exercising in the right environment allows your heart to thrive without fighting for balance. Let movement be a blessing, not a burden. Protect your health by honoring the space around you, just as much as the effort within you. Exercise 4. Jumping, rapid movements, and sudden direction changes. There's something about fast-paced movements that feels invigorating, like you're challenging aging itself. Many seniors, eager to stay active and independent, attempt jumping jacks, stair sprints, burpees, or quick aerobics routines. On the surface, these exercises may seem harmless or even motivating, but underneath they're introducing chaos into an aging system that no longer processes motion the way it once did. Movements that involve speed, force, and sudden changes in direction place enormous demands on the cardiovascular, nervous, and musculoskeletal systems all at once. As we age, our reflexes slow, our balance becomes less reliable, and our arteries stiffen. These biological changes make sudden movements more risky than most people imagine. When a senior jumps, twists, or changes direction quickly, the body struggles to coordinate blood pressure, heart rhythm, and oxygen delivery fast enough. I've seen patients suffer dizziness, irregular heartbeats, or even experience dangerous falls, often after trying to follow along with group fitness videos or classes designed for younger people. These outcomes aren't due to weakness. They're due to the body's slower internal response. The tragedy is that many older adults push through the discomfort because they believe intensity equals progress. They're trying to stay in shape, remain youthful, or keep up with their peers. But without realizing it, they are pushing their systems to the edge. These movements confuse the body, increasing cardiovascular load while simultaneously compromising coordination and recovery. For someone with a history of heart conditions or even just age-related changes, this can be a tipping point. What feels like minor disorientation may actually be your heart signaling distress. Instead of chasing speed, seniors should focus on control. Low-impact fluid movements such as Tai Chi, water aerobics, or stretching might seem less glamorous but offer far greater benefits. These exercises improve circulation, build strength gradually, and enhance balance without putting strain on the heart or joints. They allow your body to breathe, flow, and respond at a pace it can safely handle. In the long run, these practices extend mobility and vitality, helping you live longer and with greater ease. Being active after 60 isn't about proving how fast or strong you are. It's about honoring the wisdom of your body. Each movement should be intentional, supportive, and aligned with your capacity. Control is not weakness, it's mastery. The real power lies in the ability to move with grace, to protect your balance, and to maintain your peace. Let go of workouts that leave you breathless and embrace those that ground you. That shift can be the difference between injury and longevity, chaos and calm, strain and strength. Exercise 5. Exercising too late at night. Exercising at night might seem like a smart choice for busy seniors. After all, the day has quieted down, the house is peaceful, and it feels like the perfect time to squeeze in a workout. But for those over 60, this habit could be quietly sabotaging one of the most essential elements of good heart health: restorative sleep. While light physical activity is generally beneficial, doing it too close to bedtime can disrupt the body's natural wind-down process, interfering with the sleep cycles that allow your heart to recover and repair itself overnight. As we age, sleep becomes more delicate. Our circadian rhythm, the internal clock that tells the body when to sleep and wake, grows more sensitive to change. When you exercise late, especially if the activity is stimulating or raises your core temperature, you activate the nervous system instead of calming it. The result is delayed sleep onset, reduced sleep quality, and an elevated heart rate long after the workout ends. It might feel like you're being productive, but you could be robbing your heart of the deep rest it desperately needs. I've seen countless older adults complain of poor sleep, not realizing their evening exercise habit was the culprit. Some think a short walk or quick stretch before bed won't do harm, but even light activity can trigger hormonal and cardiovascular responses that interfere with sleep architecture. And sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It plays a critical role in blood pressure regulation, inflammation control, and heart rhythm stability. Inadequate sleep, especially in seniors, is directly linked to higher risk of heart disease and cognitive decline. This doesn't mean you should stop exercising. It means you should be strategic about when you do it. Morning or early afternoon workouts help stabilize energy throughout the day, support healthier metabolism, and prepare the body for natural rest in the evening. These routines reinforce the body's circadian rhythm rather than disrupt it. Prioritizing earlier activity also allows time for the heart rate to return to normal and the nervous system to relax before bedtime, creating the conditions your heart needs to recharge. Protecting your heart isn't just about how you move, it's about when you move. Let your evenings be a sacred time for slowing down. Stretch gently, meditate, breathe deeply, and signal to your body that it's safe to rest. Your heart works hard for you all day. It deserves peace at night. Trade nighttime exertion for quality sleep, and you'll not only feel better, but give your cardiovascular system the consistent care it needs to thrive. Because longevity isn't just built in motion, it's built in recovery.